Words can make you happy or sad because they have magical power. For small things, trust your mind, and for big things, trust your heart. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? The goal of all life is death. Crystals reveal their hidden structures only when broken. I have found little good about human beings. In my experience, most of them are trash. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first, make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by unpleasant people. If you don't like a person, it's because they remind you of something you don't like about yourself. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. Smoking is one of the greatest and cheapest enjoyments in life, and if you decide in advance not to smoke, I can only feel sorry for you. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. There is a powerful force within us, an uneliminated part of the mind, separate from the conscious mind, that is constantly at work molding our thought, feelings, and actions. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. In the depths of my heart, I can't help being convinced that my dear fellow men, with a few exceptions, are worthless. When making a decision of minor importance, I have always found it advantageous to consider all the pros and cons. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the craziest. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement. A father's death is the most important event, the more heartbreaking and poignant loss in a man's life. Perception is less of a recording system and more of a protection system against external stimuli. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea, they become powerless when they oppose it. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself.